critical government infrastructure. Daniel Kariuki, KTN News, Nairobi.
A heavy contingent of military officers was deployed to the streets of Nairobi after protesters threatened to invade and occupy State House following a successful breach and invasion of Parliament on Tuesday. The police were also on high alert in the capital for the better part of the day as they took on the handful protesters, keeping them away from the city center. Our reporter Jeff Kirui has more.
As Kenyans nervously navigated the streets of Nairobi Thursday morning amidst plans by protesters to invade State House Nairobi after a successful takeover of Parliament on Tuesday, the Kenya Defence Forces were on standby patrolling the street. Loaded up, the KDF officers avoided any engagements with the civilians until protesters barricaded Waiyaki Way at Kangemi, forcing them to step in. Their presence underscoring the government's determination to nip the protest. However, tension erupted when two of their armored personnel carriers developed mechanical problems along Enterprise Road outside the industrial area prisons that lasted for close to 15 minutes before they were back on the road. The Nyayo National Stadium is the current holding base for the Kenya Defence Forces. This is where they regroup and re-strategize on how to patrol the streets of Nairobi in an apparent show of might. Back in the CBD, police were battling with protesters who were relentless in pushing back the anti-riot police. The officers had created two rings of defense. The first line keeping off the protesters at Tomboya Street, preventing them from making their way to Kenyatta Avenue. At the junction of Kenyatta Avenue and Moi Avenue was another group of police that was repulsing protesters whose aim was to advance to the junction of Kenyatta Avenue and Muindimbingu Street that has been the battleground in the last Police were on high alert and under strict instructions to repulse protesters amidst fear of their relentless agitation in the social media platforms to occupy State House. They barricaded all roads leading to State House, scenes similar to those around Parliament building, as the anti-riot officers cordoned off the area, barring motorists and members of the public after the historic invasion of Parliament by protesters on Tuesday. This time round, police managed to hold off the protesters from accessing Nairobi's central business district. Jeff Kirui, KTN News.
Normalcy is yet to return